Do you know where it is? Oh, it's a scientist costume. Great. Today is Science Slam. It fits well for today. It doesn't matter. We have this costume today. So I got story today with an amazing Spider-Man, and he's today's superhero in immunology. And I will tell you some interesting facts about immunology. And don't get afraid. It's very interesting. Great. So, immunology? Okay. It's a very big German word. Oh, you Germans has very big words. It's difficult for me. I'm sorry. Oh, it's simple. Production control system software update. Our immunology is not as difficult as big this word. I will make it very easy today. Okay? Don't get afraid. Okay. Oh, immunology comes here. So this is our human body with this thymus and a lot of T cells in the body, and everyone does a nice function to keep us healthy. And next 10 minutes you have to concentrate on all these cells. Really? No. You just concentrate on these gamma delta T cells, and he is today's amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, he is. You must be wondering how. Just look at him. So how we know this Spider-Man? Of course, we know him because of some special features. His mask, his costumes, and what he do all the time, you know? That's great. Our gamma delta T cell is also like this. He's also amazing. But just imagine what happens if the Spider-Man gets some hairs here, and nice mustache, a broad mustache, how he looks like. Can you imagine? He looks like this. This scientist, oh great, Einstein, my favorite scientist. Wow. But what? How we know Einstein? We know because of his hairs, his mustache. Great. And all these are markers, their features. So that's how we know Spider-Man and Einstein. But when he got his hairs, he got his hair when he was younger. No, when he was child. Markers are all time there. Ah, great. Our Spider-Man is also like this, all the time with markers. Great. But our Spider-Man is also happy because he knows he can identify hairs on these cancer cells. And not only identify him, he attack them and kill them immediately and keeps our healthy and nice living body. That's great. But just imagine, this is cancer. Of course, it has to smart. It is smart. So, this cancer cell hides all these hairs, lost their hairs, and our poor Spider-Man could not identify them and just escape these cancer cells. Bad. Sad news. Cancer cells are in body. We have to think about that. Of course, we think about that because there is something going on that's very smartly in favor of cancer cells. So we did a nice experiment to see what's going on with these cancer cells, okay? And of course, you will ask question, if they are hiding their hairs or they are losing their hairs, where they are going? They must be in the environment, in the blood. So we have to see these hairs in the blood. We did a nice experiment, special experiment for this called ELISA. And what we found, we get here a very nice result. My experiment worked. That's great. So see here, if there is a loss of hairs on all kind of cells is same, but level of detection is different with different kind of cancers. Great. My experiment worked, but strange. There is differences in the type of cancer. What to do? It's not the same. We have to think about breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and prostate cancer. we have to really think about this. I don't know the answer. What shall I do? What I will do? I'll ask my expertise. I went to my professor. My dear professor, can you tell me what's the reason behind this? He's very happy to know that, Jay, try to fit into your jeans. Jeans? He said, yes, jeans. Okay, we are both are happy because we got our own genes. But genes is not a genes only, it's a big science, genetics. So it just come in my mind. I know one very famous concept, one protein, one gene. What about allelic variation of the genes? Allelic variation of the gene. I went through all these big books. I read about allelic variation of the gene, and now I know what is this allelic variation of the gene. Okay. So, yeah, of course, I have to explain you all these things. So, it's one protein, one gene, but different alleles. Okay. I told you about these hairs. This is just one gene in our body. Believe me, this is only one gene. We have a lot of genes like these hairs. I took one example with the social networking gene. Imagine we have this social networking gene here. And this gene is made up of all these alleles. Great? We have LinkedIn, Facebook, Orkut, can say allele 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I did the same. Can see here, the Facebook lovers got this social networking 001 allele for the social networking gene. Other one got LinkedIn gene, other one got Twitter. I'm Facebook lover. So I have social networking 001 allele. Okay? Now you must be thinking, what's going on? What about cancer? Where it fits with my cancer results? It fits. It's the same case with breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and prostate cancer. That was the detection differences in a detection level. That was the strange thing, because of these differences in allele. Great. But is this the end of my research? Of course not. I have to do my PhD further on. And I'm getting funded from a big funding agency in Germany, like DFG. But is this funding for Spider-Man, who is killing our nice cancer cells, which are not smart here, and living healthy? No, it's not enough. Just think about these kind of cancer cells which are smart enough, which are not identified by our gamma delta T cells. So we need to kill them. So the simple thing we did, we add some X factor. We have to motivate our gamma delta T cell. We have to motivate our Spider-Man. I need some X factor. Then he will kill our cancer cells, even though they are smart. Okay? But what are these X factor? Do you know? Can you tell me? I also don't know. So, of course, this is killer work going on. You had a lot of beer, right? Of course, it's natural. Just have some more wine. It has some X factor which helps to motivate our Spider-Man and fight against cancer. It's great. But, of course, you have a lot of beer, a lot of wine, then you have hangover, isn't it? Like this? Yeah, sure. You must get rid of this hangover. Have a green tea. It's another X factor. You will easily get out of this hangover. So, think about this. Okay? Go green. Think about this. Enjoy this killer week. And have fun. Thank you.